Hello my scrappy friends, it is Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters and thank you for joining me for a Kitaholic Kits design team layout. I do want to apologise straight up if you can hear quite a bit of background noise. I am sitting in my car. This is the quietest location that I can find. We are still in the midst of renovations at my house and I also have my two boys around and life is just a little bit chaotic. So hopefully you can forgive a little bit of traffic noise. So you can see here that I am matting that beautiful piece of paper onto a nice fun pink and green matte. It just kind of highlights some of the colors that are in that already done watercolor paper. So the paper I'm using is the one that came in the kit with the swipes of watercolor and the fake stitching running through the middle of each stripe. I went ahead and stitched that myself in real life with matching threads just to help make those watercolors pop a little bit more, because this was a pretty special layout for me and I wanted to make sure that background looked really spot on. I then pulled these little thickers from my stash. I actually brought them for when I had Tom and I've never used them, and they are specifically baby themed. There are a few that you could get away with for a non-baby layout, but I thought I'd better hurry up and get them on these layouts of little Addie. Otherwise, I'm going to struggle to use these all up because I don't have a baby anymore. So I went and pulled those out and used this one that said Hello Cutie. I was kind of hoping there would be a welcome of some form one in that thicker set, but unfortunately there wasn't. And then I pulled a bunch of different ephemera from all of the different ephemera collection kit things that were included in the kit. So I have of course pulled some floral bits and pieces from the floral pack. I have also used the gorgeous hearts that are from Coco Vanilla Studios. I have used some stickers from the 12x12 sticker sheet. I fussy cut the butterflies off the cut apart sheet, and I'm also sticking on a few puffy stickers as well. So I have literally used a little bit of everything to make these little clusters up. And I just love the way all of those bits just work together to create these stunning little clusters on my page. And I'm just going to pop the clusters in 3 little spots, 2 diagonally across the photo, and then a third spot a little bit out on its own, so a little bit random, that I am popping this cluster up here where I'm about to get started, because it's not really anchoring anything, but I really wanted to pull your eye over to look at the stitching, and I wanted to make sure that you notice that texture and that there is a little bit of something going on with those watercolor pages. I tried to make sure that that cluster is not too far away from the rest of the photo, so it's not really just hanging out there on its own. So my hope is that when you are thinking about your thirds, your triangle, that you're sort of looking up at that cluster and seeing, oh wow, she's put stitching on there, and that leads your eye down and you meet your first cluster that's connected to the photo, and then you'll look across at that third final cluster that I'm just popping on now. And that's really forcing your eye to look everywhere across the page and really take in the stitching and the photos and just really drink in the whole artisticness of the entire layout. That was my plan. Hopefully it comes together. Overall, doesn't really matter if it doesn't come off in that way. The layout looks super cute and the photos are just gorgeous and it all just works. So as I'm sure you can see, these are photos of the day that little Addie was born at the hospital. So I definitely needed to do a welcome Addie post. I'm sure that you will have seen my sister's post earlier on this month in our channel. So you've already seen this photo and you've already met little Addie, and she's, I'm sure, told you how amazing little Addie is, but she's just gorgeous and we're so lucky to have her part of the family and a new little bub in our lives. So I decided, because I put one snail over on the other cluster, I really wanted to use the last snail or the final snail in that thicker sheet. But I was actually really struggling figuring out where to put it, and I thought maybe it's because it was they're facing the wrong way. They kind of look like they're crawling away from the clusters, but anyway, I'm just going to roll with it and do that. And then once I've finished that, I'm just going to pop on some splatters, and I end up going for gold splatters and navy splatters as well. I just think that they're going to highlight the color scheme and the pattern in here. It seems really strange to do navy, that you might wonder and think I should do pink, but I just really thought that navy might work well with just the color palette that's going on the page. I of course have put on some enamel dots, as you saw, and I actually did 2 teeny tiny enamel dots in sort of similar color tones together. When I was packing up my desk, I found these 2 puffy stickers that I'd cut off, so I obviously thought I would use them on this page, so I'm just popping them on somewhere. And then on with those splatters, definitely gold, I can't resist gold, and some navy, and then coming up is going to be my close-up photographs. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this process video. Thank you for following along with me. You might have noticed when I was doing those splatters just then that I rolled the Heidi Shine between my fingers as if I was making a worm or something like that. That was just to try and avoid bubbles. I still want to shake it up and get that sediment on the bottom moving, because that's what's going to make it sparkle, but I didn't want lots of bubbles. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this process video, and I can't wait to see you all soon. Bye.